There's so many things to talk about in Forsaken news today, including Noli being delayed yet again, plus a revision on my Noli prediction release date, news about Hacklord and Spicebush skins, Starboy skin potentially coming into Forsaken, and just so many more. You might want to stick around for this one, so without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. First of all, the original creator of Hacklord and Spicebush Noli, Desidaro, tweeted this message here. He is basically giving Hacklord, Spicebush Noli, and Dignity skin to Andrew.web, the lead animator for Forsaken. Some people might be concerned that their designs will be changed by Andrew to fit their own personal preferences. However, Desidaro did explicitly mention that the designs will most likely not change, as Andrew is a trustable person and therefore isn't likely to change it. And for those wondering, yes, these skins will still be going in-game despite the temporary transfer. I was planning on covering this news a few days ago, but never managed to fit it in any of my news videos, so it's here now. Before we move on, here is a quick showcase of Spicebush and Hacklord's intro animations while we're at it. Next, Noli's release date will most likely be delayed yet again. Remember how I mentioned in my previous video that I said Noli will be released at June 12th? Well, it's June 11th now, and Noli is nowhere near the level of completion that's required, so he could be released by tomorrow or even this week. This is evident because of a lot of reasons, including Kaiser being terminated and more. However, the primary reasons is the legal stuff that's going on in the background, and I'm sure Hitoko doesn't want to release Noli if this issue isn't finished with. For context, when this person asked Hitoko about Noli's release date, Hitoko replied that they are still dealing with legal stuffs behind the scenes. Hitoko first mentioned that they're dealing with legal stuffs in June 6th. Given that nearly a week has passed and they are still doing this process, we could assume that this legal issue is actually a lot bigger than we think, and it will take a significant amount of time until it's fully over. This ultimately slows down the development and release for Noli, resulting in a delay Noli yet again, and making my release date of June 12th wrong and irrelevant. It is also important to mention that the Noli update will take longer than anticipated because the devs want the update to be polished and bug-free, as they tweeted. The entire development team is very antsy to complete and finish everything, and a release will be sent to us when everything is done with. However, judging from all this info, I think Noli will release somewhere late June or early July, and maybe not mid of June. Even though Noli is being delayed and postponed for a significant amount of time, the devs did mention that any other survivor or killer coming after Noli will not take this long, as they will pour on more work and dedications towards the development of Forsaken. Finally, we have some news about Starboy skin. As you guys know, this skin was talked about by many in Stage and Twitter for the past week. Now, because it is a famous concept skin and it was well received by many of the Forsaken community, it might get added into the game, much like the Blue Dude and Pretty Princess Cool Kid skin. Here's how he might look like in-game if he were to be added. Please do note that this is not yet confirmed and anything can happen in the future. This is just something I've seen people talk a lot about recently, and I wanted you guys to know about it. Anyways, that is all for the video. If you enjoyed it so far, please do give it a like and subscribe for more content like this one. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.